We need radical alternatives to the prison place. We need to recognise that the vast majority of people that we send to prison are from impoverished social backgrounds. We need to note that the people who are in prison are largely those who have been failed by society. They are people who've grown up in care. They are people who've experienced domestic and sexual violence. They are people who cannot read and often cannot write. They are people who've been failed by welfare and educational services. They are people who've been failed by healthcare. Therefore, the first radical alternative to the prison is to make sure that we invest in our healthcare, our education and our welfare systems. That we need to have a situation where we meet the needs of those vulnerable people that we currently send to prison. We also need, as a radical alternative to prison, to be victim-centred. We need to recognise the harms that have been done to victims and to do our best to try and address those harms. We also need to find ways which actually can deal with conflicts which do not rely upon the criminal law. So we could look to the civil law as a way of actually trying to deal with problems. We could also look to develop things like therapeutic communities, ways and means that we can address people with mental health problems, ways that we can address issues around substance use. We could also find things for people to do, giving people decent jobs, making sure that people have appropriate housing, making sure that children have something constructive to do. And therefore, an alternative to prison would be trying to rebuild the lives of those people who've been harmed by society.
Get more from the Open University. Check out the links on screen now.